Hey everyone, Stacks here. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and I've got a preview for you for Xfactor #1. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and tell me if you're going to pick this up down in the comments below. Now, I had no intention on picking this up, just to be honest, but I'm kind of desperate for some X-Men content at this point, so I'm going to give it a shot. So you have Leah Williams writing it, and your artist is David Baldeon. Doing a quick rundown of the roster, which is pretty interesting. You have Daken, Northstar, Polaris, Rachel Summers, iBoy, and Prodigy. So the team definitely has some chops, but it's going to be interesting to see what they can do with them. So jumping into the preview itself, it starts with this image of this woman falling, and then just this cup of coffee sitting there, and Prodigy looking back over his shoulder and saying, "Jean-Paul, are you okay? You look like you've just seen a good..." And Northstar just chimes in, "Aurora's dead." And just this shocked look on his face. From there we jump to the Hatchery, where you have Rachel looking out over this crowd of people who are sitting there waiting for their loved ones to be resurrected. And this is a different take on what we've seen so far from the Hatchery, in that typically it's this place of reverence where the five are left in solitude to do their work. But instead, in this take, you have a large crowd, and you have them like hanging the pictures of their loved ones, very similar to after a natural disaster, where people are putting out "have you seen this person" flyers and stuff like that. As I mentioned, the five are kind of taking a break, getting some coffee, and Northstar drops in on him and is like, "Look, my sister died, bring her back." And it doesn't go over well. Rachel immediately snaps back and is like, "What is wrong with you? You can't just cut the line and barge in here and start making demands." Northstar comes back with, "I saw no line. Only two resurrection workers sipping coffee while enjoying a few of their gift-bearing, groveling supplicants outside." Oh, is that the problem? They're not bringing you enough presents to make you feel like you're doing your job? Well, Goldballs is trying to hold back Rachel, and let's just be honest here. If Rachel didn't want to be held back, she wouldn't be. But she's going off. She's like, "Supplicants? Just what do you think all those people are outside doing, Northstar? They're here for the exact same reason you are, except you cut the line. You flew past hundreds of people all making resurrection requests on behalf of their lost loved ones, and then you mock them for it." And Northstar's kind of taken aback, and Rachel goes on and explains it more. It's not a figurative line. It's a protocol. There's a queue. We're inundated. There's so many people that we're trying to resurrect that we had to establish rules. Do you even have proof of death? And like I said, Northstar's been knocked on his heels at this point. He doesn't know what's going on. He's like, "What?" And he's like, I sensed it happen. I felt it happen." And the five have all gathered now, and they explain that, "Look, we still have to have definitive proof that she died to begin the resurrection process." And Proteus here says, and I'm quoting here, "I mean, dude, you understand why, right? We can't be out here making duplicates all willy-nilly." And with that, Goldballs kind of excuses him and said, "Look, we gotta get back to work." And as they walk away, Northstar's like, "What do you expect me to do? I felt her die." And Rachel looks back over her shoulder and says, "Then you shouldn't have any problem proving it." And Elixir tells him, "Look, go talk to Sage. She might be able to help." And that wraps up the preview pages, but there was some other information I got from a couple of the articles. One of them was that the Blob is going to play a pretty significant role coming up, or at least a tie-in between the series, as his new job at the bar. And of course, I'm talking about the Green Lagoon from X-Force #9, if you haven't seen it. Also, in reading through the article, it's very much going to be along the line of the Xfactor investigations, which to me is actually pretty cool. The concept of going out and having to have that proof of death before you can initiate resurrection protocols. I really think that's something that's been missing in the X-Men Dawn of X title so far. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works going forward. Another point for all those keeping score at home, Xfactor #4 is the only Xfactor title in the X-Men X of Swords event that's coming up. I also highlighted the 8 titles that were added to the event during this whole break that they've had at Marvel since back in, May? And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is that this was one of the preview pages very early on for Xfactor, and it completely, in my opinion, drained any interest in the book. Now, like I said, I'm going to give it a shot because I'm kind of desperate for some X-Men stuff right now. But, I mean, look at this. I'll give it to Northstar and Aurora, but everyone else, I mean, Prodigy's over there in mom jeans. I don't know what Rachel Summers is wearing. Boy, what is going on with him? He looks a lot cooler on the cover with the suit and tie going on. But anyways, I hope everyone had a good 4th of July weekend. And guys, that's all I have. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and of course comment down below and let me know if you're going to give this book a shot. I appreciate you for taking the time to watch. That's all I got. Real Comic Stacks out.